Sir, good morning, sir, and hearty welcome. How are you, sir? Thank you for attending today's call.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning to everybody.
We have our today's guest, the inspiring personality who started his journey from the village, now leading from the front, from the capital, like Gully to Delhi, and started his career as an airman. Now he is 80 years old. Now, after serving in Indian Air Force up to JWO, he has become himself a great entrepreneur. Started his entrepreneurial journey at the smallest level, right from the scratch, going to the places, pasting his transport business, the travel business, pasting the posters handmade by his wife, and used to take the poster by the cycle, going to the different airport stations of Delhi, starting from WAC, then RK Puram, all the places. And that's how he started his journey from the zero. And now, after 4.5 decades of his entrepreneurial journey, he has become a proud citizen of India, getting all the name and fame, leading a life of contribution and significance. And the most important thing is that his company, he was felicitated with a national award on 4 times, 2 times by President of India, that is 1 time by Honorable President Pratibha Bharati in 2012, and 2nd time by Pranab Mukherjee in 2013, and in 2011 also he was felicitated for his at the national level best tour operator by the then Speaker, Honorable Speaker Meera Kumari. Then also 4th time also he was felicitated by Honorable the President by the Tourism Minister, and he was also felicitated not only in Delhi, in Chennai, Tamil Nadu government also, being the best tour operator. So such is the quality of his service, with the discipline he learned from the service and commitment and the resilience also there. He had his own trials and tribulations during his journey, but he fought back and came back all the setbacks. And now he has also provided employment to more than 200 people, leading a fleet of around 100 vehicles of his own, and whenever required he used to hire the vehicles also for important functions like Rashtrapati Bhavan functions after retreat, where he used to provide more than 250 vehicles for that particular purpose. So now he is in league with all the higher senior officers, and you may be surprised to know that one of our AVM is staying in his own house in Delhi. So now he got about 7 houses. He is now Karodpati, but so humble. He doesn't forget whatever he has learned from the service. Even we are so fortunate to have him in our meeting in October 31st in our grand gathering, where he also visited with his Srimati wife. And in fact, and also he helped us, Air Veterans Association, when I visited Delhi for our function, taking me to Vai Bhavan and different other places, commanding a lot of respect with the senior officers also. He's also in touch with so many senior officers, particularly Air Marshal kind of office. So now I used to fear about Air Force when he was in the beginning of his career, maybe ACLIC. Now he feels so blessed and proud that he is able to interact or network with the senior officers of Indian Air Force, including other services also. Welcome, sir. Welcome, JWO Sarvepalli Subbarao Garu, today's speaker. Welcome to this forum conducted by our Air Veterans Association.
Thank you very much, Mr. TBR Rao Garu.
Sir.
It is a great. I am ex-JWO S. Subbarao. I served for this, especially today, Zoom meeting with so many veterans, all senior officers, etc. And especially TBR Rao has called me today early morning, and we want to come on the line by 10:30. Actually, you asked me to night time, but night time we are very busy with the vehicles nowadays. The business is on for the last 2 years of the COVID situation in the country.
So how did you start your journey, sir? in your childhood. Let us start begin from your beginning.
Yes. I'll just come back to you. Yeah, see, my career started actually after attaining the school certificate that is called SSLC in those days. Even I was not a intermediate, to be frank. I was only school final. I did at Nellore district, Nellore itself. Then I got into the service in 1962 recruitment in the month of February.
Okay.
But up to November at my house, they didn't allow me to join in Air Force.
Okay.
The reason was those days in 1962, there was only two services in the country, our elders used to say. One is civil services, other one is military services. There, especially in Andhra, of course, I don't say in Punjab and Kerala, they were the familiar joining people, so many every day. I mean, recruitment means 90% of these two states were pouring in the military services. And especially Andhra Pradesh was very few. You can say that. The fear of the
military, fear of military, yes.
It is only called military, that's all.
Yeah.
They don't know what is Air Force, what is Navy, that was the situation. Those
so
days.
Then how did you get selected? Was it easy to get selected?
Yeah. You see, then it so happened, mine is it is all God's gift only. Otherwise, I would have not got into the Indian Air Force. I was working as a NMR. NMR means NMR in the electrical department is a daily wages. I used to get one per day, 1 rupee 50 paisa. I was getting per month 45 rupees per month. I was working there after SSLC. Because mine is agriculture family. Everything we had a lot of lands and all. But I'm away from the house. I said I want to stand on my own legs. Don't be depend on anybody. Though we are 5 brothers.
So what was your trade in Air Force, sir?
My trade was equipment assistant.
Okay.
I thought out of 9 people who went for selection, I was only selected on the day Tambaram.
Okay.
Only myself. That was the physical fitness out of 9.
Mm-hmm.
I was lean and thin. My weight was less.
Okay.
Somebody guided me at the hotel where we were staying dormitory. Sir, here people, if the weight is less, you take kela, banana.
So how did you feel about the training part? How did the training help you in the later career? Air Force training.
Yes, after selection Air Force, first I was in 1 GTS. It was in Bangalore.
Sir.
After my 3 months training, they shifted to 1 GTS Sambre with our intake 1970. Our intake number is 70.
Okay.
We have been trained. First intake started from Sambre, Belagum. Our intake only.
Yeah, I visited Sambre, sir, this month, last week.
Yeah. Sambre, we have only started 1963 beginning.
Okay.
62, 27th December enrolled at Tambaram. 3 months we had a training basic at Bangalore, left and right. Then our trade training was started from the 1 GTS Sambre when it was newly situated, started. Okay. There I was a senior man for the complete my flight, my section.
So then it means that you have got already got the leadership qualities.
Yes, that only. One Sergeant Pille, K.R. Pille was our instructor, trade training. So he made me a senior man because not only that, there are like me tall fellows, so many were there. But I don't know how I got myself as a senior man.
Okay.
Then I became a squadron senior man.
Great.
Complete squadron was passing out. I was the squadron senior man giving the salute to the wing commander Ahluwalia, who was the state commander, Sardarji.
Okay.
He was the person who I gave a salute of complete squadron, having about 1,000 people and flights more than about, I think 20 flights are there.
Yeah, fine, sir, but we have a limited time. Let us now go for the highlights of it. Now, what about your service life, sir? Briefly about service life.
Yeah. Then I got posting at 17 Wing, Gorakhpur, where 65 war was there, 1965. 63 to 67 there, 65 war, we were in the trenches, Kalaikonda bombers हमारा 16th squadron land हो गया उधर, because it was Bangladesh nearby, so they shifted to there. And we were all in the trenches. 2-3 times bombs came, bombarded. We have escaped from the, through the trenches.
Is there any memorable event during that 65 war
Yes.
for you, sir?
I was completely in charge of the technical store.
Okay.
And technical store was the EOG, aircraft on ground.
ground.
I the things done within minutes from the depot's equipment.
Sir.
I was talented. Squadron leader Shurveer Saab was our CEO. He gave me command, yearly assessment as a best commendation. 3 years I got in the Gorakhpur. Because
Okay,
I was
really good. So you...
LAC. I was only LAC, leading aircraftsman. From there I was posted to 411 SU, signal unit, American signal unit, disbanded. They selected me from Allahabad command. This man will dispose the complete equipment there as equipment assistant, and I was as only equipment assistant posted there to remove the complete unit and disband to 507 SU Peak. We have dispatched complete equipment to Peak. That is 507 SU. From there, I became Kabul and I got married there only 1968 May 10th. Now my marriage is over 54 years. We have celebrated recently. 10th May. This month 10th May. Today we are in 14th May. So we should have conducted this meeting on 10th May. I should have been much more happy.
Okay. Now you remember next time. Okay.
From there, I got choice posting. Choice posting to Tambaram, 1 GTS. Sorry, 2 GTS, Tambaram, Air Force Station, Tambaram. I was there also, flying squadron is there, training flying squadron. I was in charge of the complete fuel. And all the 3 years I was in the fuel section only, because they have trained me in the fuel section, ATF. So then I came to 12 in Chandigarh. But during that period, 1971 war came. Then I was attached at Ambala for 3 months in the war. I was escaped the bombardment at a church. It was done. So on that day, we have escaped from the...
in Ambala itself, sir? In Ambala itself?
Ambala, 1971 war.
Okay. So what are your memories of war, sir?
Oh, memories of war excellent. And our pilots, they were the great soul of the country. You can say that. So with their grace...
Yeah, we have 2 heroes here, Bingkavd Karnik sir and Bingkavd Quatra sir. They are real heroes.
Wars, really excellent. I never afraid. In the war, I never got afraid. I used to encourage people by my colleagues. I come and say, nothing to worry. God is there. Believe. That's all. Whatever comes, it will come. If we have to leave the universe, we will leave. Any day we have to leave. There is no doubt.
Now, did you celebrate victory, war victory in Ambala, sir, in your unit?
Yeah. We greatly. I was there 3 months. Even after war, they did not leave me. My encouragement to the airmen, etc., especially. But I was away with the officers. I used to never mingle there. But only my section commander, my section in charge, JWO, whoever was, they used to love me because of in the parade, any parade I used to take as a senior man.
Okay.
They used to ask me about the commanding of the, Savadhan, whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah, my voice is very strong, to be frank. Even now, I may speak.
Even now also, even after 80 years, your voice is still strong. We have seen it. Yes, sir. Then next.
Then I came to Air Headquarters from Chandigarh, 12 I came to Air Headquarters, RK Puram, under the command of AOCNC Air Marshal Naik. I worked with him 3 years. Total 8 years period. Out of that 3 years I worked with him. Then he is retired, he left to the Goa. He settled Goa. I went in AN-12 with his luggage, put his luggage there in Goa and came back.
Great.
And after that I requested him, I want to leave the service. Then he recommended my service 21 years. Then I got discharged, service, then with full pension. At that time only I started on my wife's name is...
Here the airport journey ends after 21 years.
Yes, sir. That was the end of my 31st December 1983.
Oh.
By the time I've already started my venture, as a tourism, I don't know how it has come in my mind because I was a social worker. Any picnics in the service air force, I used to engage fully. Anybody, any picnic section or anywhere.
Now, what is the reason or purpose or motivation for starting this business journey of entrepreneur?
When we started, see, I thought of doing the social work here. I learned so many things. Why not I put it practically in the business? Why not? I started gathering airmen and airmen families, some people, even officers and all, say, taking the tourists to the various places in surrounding of Delhi, especially Taj Mahal, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Jaipur, Delhi local. Then I started off my own by hiring the vehicles. I had only cycle at that time when I came from Chandigarh, 1975. Royal Enfield cycle. Okay. Rally, sorry, not Rally.
Rally cycle.
Rally, that was the highest cycle, costliest cycle during
At
those
that point.
days.
Yes.
Not Philips, not BSA.
Okay.
Rallies was the highest cycle. Right?
So how did your journey start, sir? About this entrepreneur journey?
Then I started. I know. I premature. I submitted my documents. Luckily I registered my company on my wife's name and my brother-in-law's name.
Okay.
That is registered in Delhi. That was made me very great help to me. Why? Because there was complaints started on my name. JWO Rao is doing the business, right? Then I have full proof of my wife at Sabruda Park. Even 10 rupees I paid PSI, started a small table. One table. And that is also open air, not with cover. There is a market in the Sabruda Park, WSC. There, I used to live there sharing with one 12, not even 12, 10 by 10 room. Myself, my wife, my son in a sharing room.
Okay.
Now my house is, which I am staying is 6 bedroom, 2,800 square feet and 6 bathrooms.
In the center of Delhi. In the center of Delhi.
Attached. I have this type with grace of God, as Mr. Rao told you. All have been given to the senior most officers in Air Force and Army. They are all Air Vice Marshals, Commodore in the Navy, and colonels like that, whatever it is.
Really great.
I love the service people, whosoever it is, because with them only we have grown. It may be senior, junior, whatever it is. We learn a lot of things from service. That we have poured to others also. I started teaching giving the lectures for the final clearance airmen coming to Delhi with a record office. Now it became DAV. Earlier it was a record office, Air Force record office. Air Commodore Nayak Saab was the...
you used to give lectures on how to get resettled in service. Outside service.
Yeah. People, what my success story of JWO Rao. That was the heading.
Okay.
That was the heading. And with that, I used to tell the people what is I could able to become. I could become like this. Main things are this. You should not leave anything unturned. One thing. Be in a good, so that your children also will become like that, growing. If you start drinking, dancing, everything, it all goes like that. And I never drank.
But don't you drink, sir? Did you not take drinks?
No, sir. I have not touched even a beer. Actually, one more thing. When we are on 411 SU, disbanded unit, we are only 7 airmen were there. One flying officer, Pante, logistics officer only was available. We are 7 airmen, all couples and sergeants and all, only 7. That 7 were in the senior units who was mess. One room they have allotted to us. One have been disbanded, closed. Out of 7, 6 people used to drink every day.
Okay.
And they used to put a bet on me. The 2 people will come. Rao Sahab, you touch thoda sa rum, utna udhar rakho.
Okay.
हमको 100 rupees bet हम दोनों को लिया है. आप 90 rupees आपको दे देंगे. 10 रुपये नहीं लूंगा. My बोलता था, भैया सुनो, मेरे से आप 100 रुपए ले जाओ, लेकिन मेरे को ये काम मत कराओ. ये मेरा एटीट्यूड था.
So really great,
So
sir,
like
to have
this,
such kind of
I
control,
started my.
self-control.
Then after joining in the civil life, then I see I will finish only within 5 minutes, please. Excuse me, I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
for
Now
the.
major chapter. Okay, okay.
Then
So
I started without any buses and all, without any buses, only opened the purchase from DDA office in Delhi in Rautularam Mark. That where I purchased, I never knew it is a Rautularam Mark, and Rautularam College is there in Sabruta Park Road. That is airport, near airport. People at the
right, sir.
Sabruta Park, that road is nearby hardly 1.5 years. Then RR Hospital also came now. Sir, this road is last 8 years. I go every day on this road. I don't want to change my friends, be away to my Air Force friends. That was the reason. Absolutely, I'm telling you. I didn't go to the Karol Bagh. I didn't go to the Connaught Place. People have laughed at me. You are started tourism and you want to be in the not popularized hotels, etc., etc. In Connaught Place, Pahatganj, otherwise Karol Bagh. But this road today is a VIP road for President and Prime Minister going daily. You understand?
Yeah.
And Rao travels at Rautularam Market, Rautularam College. And nobody knows, the people are even airports, some officers asking whether it is Rautularam Mark came first or Rao Travels came first. I said,
Or RT, Rautula, Rauta travel.
yeah, that's same. And even Maruti and all, Gurgaon and all, this is a basic point for them to pick up. That is another thing.
So now, sir, then okay, sir. You started from the scratch and got the recognition and felicitation even from the President of India. So how did you get the award, sir? Why did you get?
Yes, yes. See, the awards are being given. The tourism ministry will survive the whole country. Tourism ministry.
Survey.
And their attitude with the public and their attitude they get inquiries from the various district level. State level. Sorry, state level. And they will come to the conclusion after the selection. One day they sit all the board of the directors and they select the people which company has to be awarded and what is the turnover. Turnover also they will see. See, simply I'm good for everybody. No, nothing. The turnover, what is the income I earned for the government?
What was your highest turnover, sir?
We have gone up to 25 crores only.
25 crores per annum.
Per annum, yeah.
And number of employees also around 200?
Yeah, we had 170 plus, that's all.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
okay,
170 plus.
So, for maintaining quality of service.
To have the recognition from the government, until you registered, you can't get the recognition. So we are in the field. First, we are registered as a tour operator, a domestic tour. We are not international tour operator. We are a
domestic tour operators. Yes,
that is the basic. Number two, we became fleet owners. We became a fleet owners. Then we have got transport operators registered by the government again.
So what is the criteria for becoming a fleet owner, sir?
You must have minimum 3 vehicles.
Okay.
If you have 3 vehicles, then only they will consider you as a fleet. But with the grace of God, we have more than initially itself. We started every year increasing. And the Volvos we have purchased the first buses 2005. In 2005, when we bought the Volvos, we were afraid whether we'll repay the money or not. But with the grace of God, every year we started buying 2005 onwards 2 vehicles of Volvos, which cost 1.63 crores.
1.63 crores per vehicle?
1.3.
1.3 crores, my God. Okay.
Yes.
So how many you bought, sir? The Volvo also. How many maximum?
We have 8 Volvos. Today we have 8.
Not now, earlier, peak time.
We have 8 Volvos.
Okay, great.
Volvos 8 and Leyland and Tata and whatever, Innovas, Tempo Travelers, that is all including all these things. As and today we have about 40 vehicles, 37 to 40.
So I think, sir, your business was flourishing before Corona. So Corona, I think, had its own toll on your business also. How did you survive this Corona?